think some of the mergers haven't led to either better outcomes or lower costs in the community? Is it, is it because we're not taking those savings and passing them on to the community, or is it less competition in those markets? I mean, what do you think? What do you think it could be?
I think those are very valid point statements, and the concerns when you have something of this size coming in. I think to me, most of it has to do with the art of the deal. It has to do with what is the deal that is being done, and what are the realistic expectations. In many cases, they may overcommit and underdeliver, even though that delivery might be better than what the previous environment was. If you commit X but you don't achieve it, it looks like it's a failure. So for me, I think it's really kind of trying to find the right balance of commitment, of delivery, and making sure that that the community and the patients and the providers all experience some type of improvement. And when you look at change management, having been through several mergers, acquisitions, partnerships / management agreements over the last 2 decades, it's really all about establishing the correct expectations and then realizing those expectations. And in many cases, your goal is to overachieve, what you've already committed to. So as long as you go into it, I think with a realistic understanding of what you want to try to get out of it, ensure that it's measurable, ensure that you can track against it. And the other part is we're in a very ever-changing environment. So as we start to shift and move things from volume to value, it's not an experiment where today when they make this announcement, and 3 years or 5 years later when they measure it, it's not like the environment's the same environment. So there could be all different kinds of aspects that may impact what those results would be and how some people may interpret those results. It could have been a lot worse, maybe it could have been a lot better. So to me, it's just kind of measuring, monitoring, ensuring that you're doing the right things that the boards want to come together for. And in these cases, they're all community-based. So from that standpoint, what they want to do is measure the benefits back to the community. And those are, you can measure that in multiple different ways. And then change management's a big piece too. I think that's probably one of the underlying assumptions that people don't take as seriously what they should, is the change management that happens. So if you want to have a more efficient system, more effective system, that means something's going to change. And in many cases, as you know, Bill, that means people are going to have to change. The people are really hard to change. You got 2 organizations, highly respected, highly decorated, coming together. They're both going to have best practices, but the reality is there's only going to be one best practice. So it's not going to be multiple. So as you start to bring in different service lines together, or different corporate areas together, they're all going to have to agree as to what the next best practice is going to be. It could be neither of the 2 that they've been practicing, but actually there's a third outcome now by taking the best of both worlds and putting it together. I think that's the utopia that we're all looking for.